To the left of screen is Maciej Guadiš, to the right your pole sitter Kanato Lee, and we are go for the sprint race here at the Hungaroring, and the race down towards PK corner begins for the first time, and off the second row Gerard G looks like he's going to take the lead going down towards the first corner there. What a launch from him. Kanato Lee in second, or is he Tearfield now trying to dive down the inside, and on the exit of the corner it seems Lee has picked up the pieces from a mistake for Gerard G there, and it's Kanato Lee back into the lead as they head through Hamilton. Oh, huge incident behind. Jin Nakamura over the top of the car ahead. Maciej Guadiš is the ART off, and we had another car going off as well, and the yellow flags are out. I'm sure we'll be followed by a safety car, and look at the dust coming through turn 3. It's Lee from Niall, then one of the Red Bull Juniors, it's a Rivera from Konagi in fourth. Fifth place is one of the Rodents, which I think is Brando Badouer, and the field now making their way through. There's the 5 Trident, Freddie Slater, second in the championship, 1 point behind the number 2 of Ugochukwu, who is ahead of Tappanen as they head through the chicane for the first time.
He wasn't sure which way to go, was he? He went inside then outside, got a bit unsighted, and then with the dust and the dirt, braked a bit late. We're going to see exactly what happens here. Jin Nakamura, Nakamura just misjudges the braking. You can see him go up, and then Guadiš is just a passenger.
Hey, what the is this dog doing?
Ugochukwu almost into the back of Lecorte there, Fizz.
Yeah, interesting that both Niall and Ugochukwu very close enough to mount an attack, and neither of them choosing to do so far. Oh, actually Ugochukwu, 2 wheels on the grass at the inside of turn 2. Lecorte resolute in defence.
Oh, but Ugochukwu's found a door. He's going to barge through on the inside here. A little bit of wheel-to-wheel contact and front wing damage for Ugochukwu into the back there of Lecorte there. And now just, you can see, weaving going up towards turn 4.
Let's have a look at this move once again, or attempted move. Whoa, it was a bit late. I think Lecorte just about held position there. Then they went side by side through 2. Touch of wheels. Then Lecorte, I don't know. I think that was probably a racing incident. They're lucky for both of them to get away with that. Could have been a puncture for Lecorte or a lost front wing or both. But they managed to fight on. Watch this wheel-to-wheel contact. This is as close as it gets, Chris.
Oh, look at that. And then there as well. Ugochukwu almost can't see him tucked up behind Lecorte, and there comes the move down the inside at PK corner. Great stuff from Ugochukwu, and he is through on Lecorte.
There's that block pass we saw from Jose Garfias, repeated by Ugochukwu, and to good effect. Is Lecorte going to go back through? No, I think Lecorte realises that the Campos is a stronger car at this stage, but Kanato Lee, very impressive at the front of the field. He gaps nearly 6/10 on that last lap. I think it was 8/10 actually as they came just before the line.
Hey, I know what I'm doing.
Leave me alone, I know what I'm doing. Kimi Räikkönen words there from Ugochukwu. Campos saying right now, look after tyres. They clearly think tyres is going to be critical. What bold move from Tearfield now. What a move for the lead.
Wow. Left it very late, left it until he was in the braking zone, and then he caught Kanato Lee out there, and through he goes into the lead. 5-second penalty for Ugochukwu for leaving the track and gaining an advantage. What a disaster for the championship leader. We think this is what it might be on the first lap down the hill through turn 3.
Yeah, this is turn 3, lap 1. We're on the outside of Tappanen. Did he hold on to the place? Let's have a look. Yeah, well, he's ahead of Tappanen, wasn't he? So, yeah, actually, basically coming from an offside position, to put it in football terms there, I think. So, I can see that. Harsh but fair.
Are we going to see a move here from Lecorte or Badouer? In fact, there he goes. Big send on the championship leader, and contact between Lecorte and Ugochukwu, who was trying to get the undercut on Badouer and came straight into the path of Lecorte, who'll be very disappointed with that. Tappanen has now gone by him. Lecorte trying to fight back into turn 2, and Freddie Slater is seeing this all go off just ahead of him, and he's ready to pick up the pieces.
Looking backwards now from Ugochukwu towards Badouer. Badouer goes for the lunge, and Lecorte, I think, was actually sizing up a move on Badouer, and then bosh, up the inside. To be fair to Lecorte, he actually ducked out of that and went onto the grass, sacrificing himself somewhat, but he just put himself in a position that was risky. Actually, Ugochukwu first lap was very aware of everyone around him. That time a little bit unaware. He should have known that Lecorte potentially was close enough. Now at the inside, the 21, that's James Wharton going past Louis Sharp and Ugochukwu. Oh, that's a bit of tactical driving there, I think, from Ugochukwu. He didn't need to slow down that much. I think potentially just trying to force Slater, his direct championship rival, to fall backwards, and it's worked. He's lost 2 positions.
Freddie Slater, as you mentioned, has now dropped back a little bit. and as it stands will score just 1 point, putting them level on points.
Yeah, of course, Ugochukwu occupying the final points-paying position, but with that time penalty will fall well down the order. But Ugochukwu's not fighting for points, he's fighting to take points off Slater, and the tactical drive and the gamesmanship has worked perfectly on this lap.
For a second consecutive win a year, it will be Campos Racing on the top step of the podium in the sprint race here at the Hungaroring. Across the line, Teofil Nile takes his second win of the season. Well done to Kanato Lee, finishing on the podium for the first time in Formula 3, and Ernesto Rivera, back-to-back podiums for him this season. Teofil Nile winning by 2.7 seconds. How about our two championship leaders? The penalty applied to Ugochukwu takes him out of the points. Freddie Slater scores a single point for 10th place, and that leaves them level in the championship going into the feature race tomorrow. Well done to Campos Racing. The championship leader may be out of the points, but Teofil Nile at the top of the points, and that closes the gap to the top two.
Really well managed. Was targeting a podium but not away. Wow, that was a good one once again, guys. Thank you very much. Come on, hey, I love you. Don't forget.
Teofil Nile takes the victory in the Formula 3 sprint race here, round 7 of the season, and that a huge boost for his championship hopes. Kanato Lee, a first podium. Ernesto Rivera back on there once again. 3 4th place finishes in a row for Mattia Kolnagi. His second win of the season, and that brings him 10 points closer to the top two. Two drivers tied for the lead in the championship, Piers. We have a really exciting race lined up for tomorrow.
We've got a very exciting race lined up for tomorrow. Fastest lap of the race, Tuka Tappinen, he goes from pole. Slater will be looking to redeem himself after not a little bit outfoxed by Ugochukwu today.